Hey, today we're talking about Apptoberfest coming up for Atlassian Marketplace. We're trying to make this a timely video because I think by the time that we publish this, you will have less than 2 weeks left to get ready for it. So we're talking Apptoberfest 2023. With that, I'm Peter.
Hi, I'm Kate.
This is Marketplace Growth by a Coil. Okay, Kate. So we're talking about Apptoberfest. This came up on the partner portal. Lots of exciting stuff here. And the way that you and I talked before this video is like, how are we going to approach this? It's if we had our own product right now in the marketplace, how would we go about tackling Apptoberfest? And I'm probably wrong about 15 more times, and I'm probably not going to edit it out. So everyone, forgive me for saying October App Fest, whatever. We're talking Apptoberfest 2023. I'm going to throw it to you, Kate. Where would you start with this? What are we doing if we're thinking Apptoberfest?
So I think what we've kind of got to do is you've got to go to your Atlassian page and we'll mention that. And so read up what the parameters of the event are. Why this is such a good opportunity is one, it's great awareness raising. It's getting in front of those difficult eyeballs that you may not necessarily get to see, like some solution partners, etc. And
Mm.
also a customer's talking about your app in front of other customers is way more powerful than you doing anything. So the most important thing I think is to look at the opportunities and then just decide how much effort are we going to do. Now, last year they had 70 videos, so everybody gets the chance to do a video. And if you look at some of those videos, and I would go and look at some of them have done really a lot of work on those videos. But at the end of the day, they were fun. But I kind of was scratching my head at times going, well, what's the product actually do? Or I waited so long on the intro to get to the product that I actually only went a little way into looking about the product. So I think you've got to be really careful that you don't get too smart for your own good. You're actually here to promote your product. And ideally, you would like to recycle and reuse it because why just create and use once? Why wouldn't you create once and use many times? Would you agree with that one, Pete?
Yeah, I think that's an awesome point. And I think
Yeah.
as you were saying that to me applies to your marketplace page as well. And this could be a video that you put on the marketplace page for, say, the month of October. And
Yeah.
yeah, short, sweet, to the point. Make sure that people understand what you are talking about. Yeah, and highly polished videos. I said this before. I say this often. It doesn't have to be highly polished if it tells a good story and it gets to the point and
Yeah.
people understand what you're talking about. So, and then all those multiple uses of video are fantastic. Yeah, so that's high
Yeah.
return on that
And
effort.
the second one is the community is actually voting on their favorite app. This is where I would be marshalling your favorite customers or your customers that love you and actually getting them to do some form of recommendation or review of why they like your app. So Peter, I think we've got some time frames which we have to work back with, and depending on your category, you need to plan for it basically. So what are they, do you think?
The four categories are apps for admins, ITSM, DevOps, and business teams. And if you are in the apps for admins category, that kicks off on October 2nd. So by the time this video goes up, it's going to be pretty much crunch time for you to get stuff going. What Kate was talking about before, getting your customers involved, now's the time to do that. And if I were a marketing manager at a marketplace vendor right now, this would be the perfect time and the perfect excuse to start reaching out to people to say, hey, we're participating in Apptoberfest, make it fun. If you're looking for an excuse to talk to people, this is a great one. And if you've ever complained that your customers don't talk to you, this is also a great excuse. So I know you asked me about timelines, but I'm going to harp on the fact that get going now. Don't overthink it. Put effort into your video and stuff, but just get that communication going and start talking it up to your customers now.
You've got to get your video ready and published between 1st and 15th. And then they'll be doing the roundup of all the demo posts and the votes. So there's a little bit of work to do. And as I said, a bit of cost benefit of how much do I want to be putting into this? But it is a great opportunity. And the other part of it is the user groups, and they potentially are organizing events and activities. So to me, that's a great way to get yourself talking to all those users in a legitimate way, because it is, can I get this right? Apptoberfest? Apptoberfest. So there is a great way for you to actually legitimately talk to your customers. and particularly if you've got something fun to talk about.
I think it's important to remember too that judging by last year's participation, like there will be a number of vendors taking part in this. So play nice. You can team up with people. There's lots of ways to get involved in this, I think. And if you get creative and have a bit of fun with it, I think that's the best way to make the most out of this. If we're talking about return on your time that you're putting into it, is to have fun. I think internally as well, you can bring the team around this. It's a great rallying point, right? To get everyone in the company involved in just a joint effort, have a bit of fun. I think my opinion might differ from yours, Kate, and this is like, I would try to win a lot. Whereas, I don't know,
And I, and I'd
that's
be
where
saying,
I'd
can
be
I get them?
optimizing for it.
Which is great for awareness, isn't it? And then I'd also be saying, would it be great to actually target and get some of my ones I really want to. So, few categories. For example, I'm trying to be in the pharmaceutical industry. Can I get something happening there? No, but every man to their own, woman to their own.
Everything should be driven by business outcomes, right? But it's also nice to win.
Yes!
One other thing that we've kind of talked offline about, but I thought was important to include in the video is Atlassian does include a bunch of images and backgrounds and stuff on the Apptoberfest 2023 page in the partner portal. Where I would go with those is, I think they look great. I think the team put a lot of effort into it and it's fantastic. Nowhere in there is your logo. So maybe if you want to put your own logo on there or make your own little Zoom background, put your own spin on Apptoberfest, I don't think you would go wrong in sneaking your own branding into these things. They're very nice graphics. If you want to flog your products, that might be a way to go.
I agree.
I think we're going to call it there. If you're not participating in Apptoberfest, I think you might be missing out this year. If you are, please leave a comment below. Anyone that's watching this, if you're taking part in Apptoberfest and you want a little extra juice to your videos, let us know that you're participating. We'd love to take part in this. We're looking forward to this as an event around the Atlassian space, especially for marketplace partners. And again, thanks so much for watching.
Thanks, guys. Take care.